What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another video on the beautiful Ducati. I actually wasn't gonna make a video of this because we're just doing a little kind of like sunset shoot last minute. We had plans to like do another shoot, but the plans fell through, so we're like, whatever, let's just shoot regardless. So we're like, yeah, let's just shoot the duck locally for the fun of it. So I was like, since you guys like, you know, the cinematics and stuff like that, so I was like, I'll make a video talking about something completely different, but I'll add these shots in the video for you guys. I personally like cinematics. I know some of you guys do, so I like to share them when there's these few times where I do get cinematics. This is a weird Alfa Romeo, but yeah, I think I jinxed it the past few times. It's like, I'm surprised it's warm today. It's like cold, and it's getting like colder and colder. We were actually supposed to do a lot of riding today, but sometimes plans just fall through. I don't know, man. I'm in a spaced out mood. Cold tires, cold weather, so always take it easy, warm up these tires. Which actually, by the way, what I'm doing over here doesn't really warm up the tires. If you really want to warm up the tires, you should speed up and slow down, speed up and slow down. That speed gets heat in the tires. But yeah, let's start today's video. As I said, it's going to be a little short one because it's mainly for the photo shoot. But I did want to tell you guys and talk a little bit about my next bike. The plans for the next bike, or just the plans in general. Honestly, I never have a plan. It's kind of like, before I did have a plan actually. In the start, when I wanted like the 6 Superbike collection, that was a plan. These are very slippery, so then that was the plan. I got the super bikes. Somehow I ended up with a couple naked bikes as well while we were at it. But now, as you guys have seen in my garage, it's full. It's very, very full. It's overfilled actually. It's like annoyingly full. There is 9 bikes in a 1-car garage, so it's not the best. As we've talked about, I would like to upgrade the garage, get a bigger place, but as I said, where I live is very, very expensive, and it's kind of not worth it yet because I don't know, I just can't find a place that I'm like, oh, this is like a really cool place that I could use for a fair price. I also just realized that the angle on this probably is very, very off, so excuse me if it's a little too high or if it's a little too low, because I am wearing my 75th anniversary Pista, which you guys have probably already we'll see in this video. Either, I don't know if I'm gonna put the cinematics before or the end of the video. Sometimes I do it in the start, sometimes I do it in the end, so I don't know, we'll see. But you guys will see in this video the limited 75th anniversary AGV Pista. So I don't have a special setup for this helmet, so I just take my setup from the other ones, so it's not always perfect. It's kind of weird with this bike, like the clutch doesn't like move the bike almost at all. Like you have to give it some throttle for the bike to start rolling. That being said, I was a little strategic with the Ducati. I wanted a pretty bike to shoot, of course, but also at the same time, I was like, since it's cold, this bike usually runs a little warm, and since we're not going to be doing higher speeds, it's probably going to be warming up, which it is, and it's warming up my legs. So there's perks to the overheating of the Ducatis. So I'm gonna keep, there's 2 really special bikes which are similar. I wouldn't say H2R level, but it's around that, like higher level than all my other bikes, because the H2R, it's in its own level in comparison to all my other bikes. It's a lot kind of like crazier and just like more wild, I want to say. I would classify it as a hyper bike. There's a lot of vehicles I would classify as hyper bikes. I feel like even the H2, honestly, but the H2R is definitely like a crazy one, you know what I mean? And the 2 bikes that I would like to get are within that same level. The only issue is that, as I said, those bikes are within that H2R level, so they're around that crazy expensive price. Comment down below what do you guys think they would be. I'm very curious to what do you guys think they are. I might have teased them, talked about them in some videos like a long time ago or something like that. I don't even remember myself, so I'd be surprised if you guys remember. But there's 2 bikes that I would definitely like to add to the collection that are like next level bikes. And the plan, if I do those, is to sell some bikes, because as I said, I don't have room, and B, those bikes are really expensive, so I kind of want to, you know, like use the money from some of the other bikes that I do own towards these, since I already have too many bikes. I currently have 9 bikes, and I'm not gonna lie, having this many bikes is a little, I wouldn't say annoying, because now I just sound stupid. Like, it's a dream to have all these bikes, don't get me wrong, and I'm like very grateful and appreciative of it. But at the same time, like, you gotta be realistic. Even if you ride every single day, and I ride 1 a day, that's still like, I still have 2 bikes that are like being left out, you know what I mean? That's assuming I ride every single day. Look at this view already though, boys. This already looks beautiful. But yeah, this is my baby. I wouldn't sell this. All of you guys saying that I clickbaited you for the last video. Yeah, I mean, I used a picture of this bike because I was riding this bike at the time for that video, but I did sell a Ducati. It was my V4S. So that video was not clickbait, you guys. I'm always tempted to just, like a meat grinder. Look at those forged carbon wheels. Beautiful. We are also getting front rotors hopefully soon for this thing as well. So front rotors, and eventually I do want to either get forks or replace the tubes or something like that. I don't know, we'll see. But definitely front rotors, so you know they're upgraded, matching the rear and all that. And maybe I'll get like a, what the hey? Yeah, I'll probably get me like a black and gold chain similar to the chain I got on the HR, which you actually haven't seen because I have not made that video yet for you guys. I know you can upgrade this piece. That'd be really cool if I get this in like an anodized red, but I wonder if that red would fade, because that would be a nightmare. I don't know, we'll see. There's a lot there's always more you can spend into bikes. Anyways, ADHD kicking in. I'm getting distracted. So the plan is, there's 2 very special bikes that I do want to get. At least, like, you know, I'm thinking about getting one of them for hopefully the 1 million subscribers, which is, I think we're like about 50,000 away. So I'm looking forward to that. Please make sure you subscribe. I think a lot of you guys that watch are not subscribed actually. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please drop a like as well. It helps the videos and helps me as well produce more content for you guys. But yeah. So the plan is to get one of these special bikes for the 1,000,000th. Whenever I get really close to hitting that, that's when I'm like gonna start making the plans and all for it and try to get it, because those are obviously very special bikes, and hopefully I can find them, if that makes sense. Technically I should be working on it now, but as I said, the main issue is that I have to sell a bike or possibly 2, because I don't have room, and I really don't want to cram these really nice expensive bikes this packed, you know what I mean? So if I clear up a couple bikes and get 1 bike, so I'll end up with 8 bikes instead of 9. Vote, let me know which one. Yeah, just actually, let's see, the most liked vote. No, we're not gonna do that. Just let me know down in the comments below, which bike do you think I should get rid of. There's a lot that are my favorites. First up that I would get rid of is probably the KTM Super Duke. That bike I'm actually going to be losing money on, because I did get that bike brand new, so I got it for the full price, and then I spent about $5,000 in modifications in it. So now that you sell them as a used bike, they actually sell less than a brand new bike would be. So technically I'm losing all the money I spent in parts, which is $5,000 plus a few $1,000s that I would lose because it's a used bike, not a brand new bike. So it's definitely, you know, I'm gonna lose some money, but it happens sometimes. Most of the time these are depreciating assets. So even this V4R that is about $100,000, if I sell this thing, I'll probably maybe get 60K for it. Maybe that's a big maybe. Most likely it could sell for like 50 if someone appreciates all the work that I've done to it. Not that I would, I'm just saying that technically these are depreciating assets, but I'm not getting them as investments. These are my babies, my toys, and to film content and share them with you guys. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. The sunset hitting the V4R right now is just beautiful. But yeah, so we have those special bikes, and that's the plan. If not, then I might get a garage storage unit and maybe get a Gixxer or something like that. But also, I wouldn't know if I should get Hayabusa. Realistically, I would rather get a Gixxer 1000 over Hayabusa. But I get it for content. A Hayabusa, there's more opportunities with it. So we could get a Hayabusa and like do a crazy build on it, or potentially turbo it one day. It's not really my style. That's what I'm concerned about. Similar to the Super Duke. That's the issue with the Super Duke, is that I think it's a cool bike in its own way and all that, but it's not my style. I got it for content, and the content didn't really do well, or for you guys, and it's not the bike for. I mean, maybe because of that disconnect, I didn't make as good of content. It could be my fault. I don't know, but that's what I'm a little bit worried about when it comes to the Hayabusa, is that I'll get that bike. I mean, realistically, that bike isn't that expensive, but if I want to do a turbo build, that will be really expensive. So that's definitely an issue for me. But I don't know. It's definitely still an option because it is a very cool bike. And I've never ridden a Turbo Busa. I would definitely be interested in that. Having an H2R and a Turbo Busa and an H2 would be, that alone would be pretty cool. Because I feel like the Turbo Hayabusa is kind of like the old generation H2R before the H2 and H2R were a thing. There's been a lot of choppers and helicopters everywhere. But yeah, I'll pause this here. We're going to get some shots here, and then when we ride, I will continue. But so far, these are kind of the plans that I was thinking. And I'm not sure which direction to take. I don't know if I should sell some bikes and get an exotic bike, and maybe one day in the future when we have a bigger place where I can store more bikes, maybe then I'll get more bikes and complete the brand collection of every single brand. Because as we said, we still are missing a Suzuki and a Triumph as well, which I do like the Speed Triple Double R. But as I said, there's only so much I can do with that thing. It's not really necessarily my style. It's more for the collection. So I was thinking that maybe this is not the best idea, and I should backtrack a little bit, sell some of the bikes that are not 100% my style, and or less rare, and get more of those specialty bikes, the bikes that I am more obsessed with. This bike is actually so light, walking it is so easy. Just strolling around in my duck, on my duck. So, the main question of this video is, what would you guys rather see? Do you guys want more of the crazy, rare, unique bikes? Or do you want more bikes that are more chill and, I guess, relatable? One of the main reasons I wanted to start a motorcycle YouTube channel is not because I used to ride 24/7 and I wanted to document it, but also the fact that I wanted to do something where most people haven't done, which is get really unique motorcycles that are rare and expensive, and usually you barely see them out riding, and just do normal daily stuff with them and just enjoy them and use them. And now, don't give me none of that oh, these bikes are not being pushed to their potential or anything like that. Yeah, that obviously no one can push these bikes to their potential unless you're a MotoGP professional rider. That doesn't mean that you can't enjoy them and just have fun with them. So, would you guys rather me go the more exotic, unique bike, which is the route that I personally would rather go? I guess they're both a lot of work, because the other one, then I would have to, either way I'm gonna have to sell some vehicles, but probably if I go the exotic route, I'm gonna have to sell probably two. So we said the Super Duke. Maybe next up would be the Aprilia. As much as I love that bike, it's the least, I guess, kind of rare besides my other ones. Oh, why am I in second? And why does it's not popping into first? That was weird. Ducati things. I would say though, this drag clutch is sometimes annoying. I think it has more, I wouldn't say issues, just it doesn't work as smoothly and flawlessly as a wet clutch. And yeah, I get it, it's supposed to be a race clutch, it's not for this type of stuff, so I can't complain too much about that. Last few shots with the sunset. Okay, this is a little bit sketchy because it's a downhill and the bike is rolling fast. If I slip, this thing is going flying down. It's probably not gonna do that. It's probably just gonna tip over and it'll be a miserable day for me. Maybe I should go off-roading. Okay, this is good enough. Stop. Oh, I'm stupid. I should just kept it in gear and just held the... Yep. Of course. That thought comes to my mind after I'm done. Whew. Pretty, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like low-key too. Oh, I can't see nothing. My helmet was all foggy because it's really cold and it's really dark. And I'm wearing a darkened visor. Not good. Don't do that, guys. Sorry, it's gonna be like one of these like slower videos. But it's honestly just kind of like talking to you guys and seeing what you guys think, what you guys want to see on the channel. Because I do, you know, it doesn't matter what you guys think and what you guys want me to do. Obviously, at the end of the day, like, you know, I got the bikes that I really wanted and all that. So like going forward, my main bikes were like, you know, the H2, Ducati, I wanted a BMW and R1M, you know, those, you know, and the rest were kind of like all over. So that's why I'm like, there's different directions that I can take. And I kind of wanted to get an opinion from you guys about the direction of the channel, especially past the mill. There's I might be introducing some car content to the channel, or I might even start another channel doing car content while still doing content in this channel. So with bikes, of course. So we'll see what happens. I just wanted to get you guys' opinion and see what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video of us just chatting. Please make sure you drop a like and subscribe. We're getting so close to 1 million subs, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, right safe. I'm definitely glad I took the Ducati. I've never hugged the tank as much. The bike is getting warm and I feel the warmth. It's freezing out here.